What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tales of Berseria. I am Joshua Jericho, and I'm just doing the wrap-up stuff for the like side quests and things before I go hit the last boss. Seems like I'm down to the last couple side quests, and so I was hitting all the spots just to make sure I got all my cat boxes that I could, and if I had anything else pop up, kind of, like, because every once in a while you'll see new things pop up, and I remembered there was a cat's box in Titania, and then check this out. Down here, there's a thing, so we're gonna go get that thing, whatever that is. Could be another quest, who knows? But we're gonna get it. Am I going the right way? Yes. Titania, I always get lost in here, man. That is not the thing that I was expecting.
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laphicet, you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavis and the Figal ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure.
Okay, so that wasn't what I was expecting. But at least it was something. I'll take a something over a nothing any day of the week. Alright, let's get back to real quests. Okay, so the last time, or last episode, I think it was last episode, Shigure's cat, Malik, that we left alive, told us that the Earth Shrine had opened up out here in a vault.
That definitely looks like an Earth Pulse entrance.
I don't sense Inomine here.
We still need to be careful. We might have ousted him from the Earth Pulses, but the 4 Empyreans are in play now.
If we want to learn anything useful, we'll need to go inside. Be ready for anything.
Dun, dun, dun! Dun, dun. Maybe I should save. Dun, dun, dun! Gotta save. At first I wasn't thinking much about it, and then I thought, oh yeah, that's right. The last time I did the Earth Pulse, there were demons and stuff in there. Creepy demons. So it may be worth saving. I might actually get to fight here. There may be some actual combat. some leveling up. Maybe even new gear. I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that I've got the gear I'm going to get, though. Definitely demons.
I'll finish this quickly.
Lower level, though.
See this? Hurricane, no escape! Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! One down. Deception! Hurricane!
I still need a lot of training. Is training hard? It's necessary, so no, I don't think so.
Classic honor roll student.
I don't know, I still like her better in her Abby gear. Okay, so there's demons here, and there's definitely code red up there. So there's stuff to do. Let's do it.
We can do this!
Form two!
No escape! Dragon!
See this?
Take that! Devour!
Double
No
haste!
escape!
Deception!
No escape!
Vengeance! No escape! Shooting star!
You're defenseless! Zero impact! Here it comes!
Hey, is everyone alright?
And with that, the oath is now formed.
Ceres, take heed. I've now embedded a portion of the art formula within your corporeal form. Over the next several months, it should take hold and crystallize using the power of the oath.
The art you'll use to control the power my body has accumulated?
That is correct. Brunhild, the Sorcerer's Ring. It is an art that was lost long, long ago on this continent. Reviving it requires considerable investment.
So that is why you tied the oath to my life force. The formula will only be completed once I've died.
Do you have something to say?
No. I understand that this is a necessary step in order to realize Armatization and bring Innominat under your control. And even though Siegfried possesses a similar power, Lord Melchior has yet to successfully locate the device. Knowing that, our research must be accelerated. That is the only reasonable way.
Then you understand. From here on, you are to focus on completing the Sorcerer's Ring.
As you say.
I trust you're not having any second thoughts about this?
She's a Moloch, here to serve and nothing more. And today she's proved herself quite loyal.
Yes, I am Ceres. I am your Moloch. I am simply a tool for you to fulfill your ideals.
So Ceres took her oath to make Armatization possible.
But what a heavy price to make her pay.
And Artorias did it knowing that she was his reincarnated wife. Oh, who am I to talk? There was a time not long ago when I'd have done the same thing.
Regardless, things are now starting to come together. What happened to Ceres and to Eifried and Siegfried? It's all related. This all occurred so Artorias could armatize with Innominat and control him.
And then Velvet ended up devouring that power and making herself public enemy #1. How deliciously ironic.
No, Ceres knew what was going on, and she still...
But the Abbey has secured Siegfried's formula, and they're almost certainly using it to complete Innominat's Armatus.
Let's keep going, Velvet.
Yeah, we've come too far to turn back now. I'll see this through to the end.
Okay, I'm slightly confused by that, though. So let me just go into what I'm confused by.
We can do this.
If it required her to die in order to finish the effect of it, right? Then I believe, and I could be confused here, but I believe that Ceres being
You
devoured
too.
would have finished it. Now the difference is that it's inside of Velvet instead of inside of Ceres? Because Ceres is inside of Velvet, right? So does that mean that now Velvet has armatization power of some kind? Maybe?
I'll finish this now.
I mean, possibly. I would think that they wouldn't actually like make it a playable thing and give it to me like in the last fight, but maybe something they do like in a cutscene or something, but it'd be kind of cool.
This fight is over.
It's been a full century since Midgand reunited the fractured land. In that time, we've enjoyed a blissful era of peace and prosperity. But the world has also seen its faith and moral purity slowly decay, only to be supplanted by deep, profound sin. Things have gotten so bad that nobody has even realized that the four Empyreans now slumber. I'm entirely certain that demons will only become ever more rampant. And yet I'm powerless to stop it.
Empyreans? Demons? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to hear me grumble. You've already done so much for me.
It's fine, really. You've seen so much of the world. Things that I never even knew existed.
Yes. I've seen mountains spew flame, and lands covered in ice. I've crossed stormy seas, and ravines deeper than the eye can see.
That's so amazing. Weren't you ever frightened?
Of course. We are nothing in the face of nature. It takes so little for a person to lose their life out in the wilds. But in spite of the terror, those seas, the mountains, the forests, the deserts, they're absolutely breathtaking. And even in the harshest of climes, people still find a way to live there and carve out something resembling a home.
I think I understand you now.
How do you mean?
I can tell you really love this world. Not just that, but all the people who live in it, too.
The world and its people. Do you really think so?
I'm sure of it. Just remember that you are one of those people too, you know? You really should try to take care of yourself a little more.
I can't do anything right. How could I possibly learn to like myself?
I believe in you, Arthur. I mean, my family and I are already quite fond of you just the way you are, no matter your faults.
Thank you, Celica.
That was Velvet's sister and Artorias.
That's how I remember Celica. And him, too.
I see.
Lord Artorias.
Eleanor, I know that the exorcists believe from the bottom of their hearts that their work will save everyone.
Perhaps. But that won't stop you from fighting them, will it?
No, it won't.
Isn't ignorance bliss? Should we really keep digging up the past like this?
Velvet's never been one to pick the easy road.
What's wrong, kiddo? I was just thinking, the Earthen Historia is supposed to be a vast record of world history. It could show us anything. So why does it only ever focus on events related to Velvet's life?
Perhaps it's reacting to her presence. Or maybe, since this place used to be Inominat's vessel, his power is still influencing what we're seeing.
If that were true, shouldn't you be able to control the Earthen Historia, kiddo? You're supposed to be part of Inominat. Think of all the juicy secrets we could dig out of the past. Oh, I'm getting pins and needles. I'm not so sure. Having that much access might be frightening. Some things aren't so fun to learn about.
Okay, so I kind of have issue with this now. Please do not turn one of the coolest bad guy. No, he's not bad guy. Antagonist. Don't turn one of the coolest antagonists that's I've had in a game in a while into an emo boy. Please don't do this game.
I can't even call that a fight.
Please don't turn Arthur into an emo boy who's doing all this and he's not even sure he can. Like,
I'll finish this now.
I like him with the tragic past. I'm okay with him having been like not confident in himself and stuff. I'm seriously begging you, game. Don't make that extra
You won't
jump.
get any pity or compassion from me.
Do not turn him into an emo boy. I will never forgive you. Ever.
We can do this. No escape.
Shooting star! Shooting star!
Devour. Crash through. Moonlight cycle. Finish. You're defenseless. Zero impact.
And I guess I can just go back to where... I don't know. I just don't want him to turn all emo. Like, if he turns into the Tales of version of Cloud, I'm gonna be so mad.
But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form Zero. Thunder. You're bitch. No escape. No escape. Shooting star.
Shake the heavens! A complete victory!
I hear that you've finally gotten your assignment. Have they given you a name yet?
Moloch number 2.
That isn't your name.
Huh?
You don't remember anything, do you? But of course you don't. You died before you were even born. But my memories, they came back. And these memories, they torment me. I can never replace them. And I can't undo them.
I don't really understand.
You don't have to. Just know that I was happier before my memories and free will reawakened. If I had one wish, I'd wish that you stay the way you are.
You're going?
I'm about to free someone who can kill the strongest Empyrean and the head exorcist. I suppose you could call it revenge. Against myself and against my past. Goodbye. Please, find it in your heart to forgive your mother when she failed to protect you.
Wait, what? How'd we get here? This is the prison island!
Probably by an Earth Pulse warp. I'll have to send for the Von Eltia to come get us.
I guess I must have met Ceres at some point, but I don't have any memory of it happening.
But why would that place connect to here?
Well, I mean, this is an Earth Pulse point, isn't it?
Ceres might have willed it to be somehow.
What do you mean?
Velvet is right. I think the Earth in Historia showed us that memory because Ceres wanted us to see it. Or Velvet and Laffy said at least.
I think I understand. And I think I agree.
It may have taken us all the way out here, but at least we have something to show for it. I suppose we can't complain.
Yeah.
This was worthwhile.
All right, let's get to the harbor.
I can think and decide for myself now, but it's kind of nice. I feel alive like this. So rest easy, Mom. I'll be okay.
It's weird that I had totally and completely forgotten that Ceres was Lapiset's mom until that cutscene. Like, I don't know why that kept, like, even though they told us that long ago, it just kept, I kept not remembering it, like, or not putting it together, you know what I mean? And then I think it's weird that at the end of that, Velvet's color outfit is the one we got instead of Lapiset's, because that felt like that was more for Lapiset than it was for Velvet. I think. Especially the ending. Also, I'm super disappointed right now that this sent me back to Titanium, which is where I started. Once again, I could have just... I keep getting ahead of myself. I keep going someplace, then going somewhere else, and then getting sent right back to the same place I was at the beginning of the episode. I don't know how that keeps working out like that. We should check out the outfit. Color... Whoa. That is a freaking wild color variant. Holy cow. That is super different. I was not expecting that. It's like teal and blue and like a dark red. Wow, that's super weird. I love it, but I also don't. Like, I really like this because it just fits with her character. But in a way, this is really cool too. Dang it. That's really neat. That's very, very different, that's for sure. Wow. Well, we'll try it for a little while. I'm not going to keep it on, I don't think, but it is kind of interesting to look at. I did not expect that at all. That's very, very different. I made it about 5 minutes with the bright blue. It's not that I don't like it. I do. I just don't like it on Velvet. You know? Like, that's the only thing. And also, I realized that as I was running back to the ship that the reason it's not Lapiset's is because Lapiset's would probably be the one from doing the Omega Elixir, I'm going to guess. So, if we assume that... Let me just do this real quick. Okay, we have hers. We have hers. I have no idea where his is. I thought it might be at his brother's sword. I went back out there, but it wasn't. So I don't know. His is probably from the Omega Elixir. Got hers and got his. So these two are the only two color alternatives I need. His, I'm going to guess, is from the Omega Elixir. I don't have a clue at all where this one's from. Maybe it's just a random thing, but I think we're going to call that an episode, even though it might be kind of a short. It might be a little short. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell when I'm editing these together, but we are going to call that an episode. And then I guess in the next one, I still don't really know what I'm doing about the Omega Elixir. So I'm going to go back to my Hit the Harbors plan and just make sure I've got anything else I can get taken care of. All right. So we'll see you then. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.